Try real hard not to.
Okay.
Absolutely.
It's live as well. I was just on the live on YouTube. Appreciate it. We continue on. I named it the rules of engagement. We was discussing on how we engage each other here on YouTube and in life. I think the way that we engage with each other should be discussed. So I guess we can continue this conversation on about the rules of engagement. How should we engage each other or conversate with each other on the internet? Appreciate it.
Absolutely. I think for sure we should not be making things too personal as far as other people's opinions, because everyone has an opinion and that's okay if it's different than yours. But to get personal and name calling and all this kind of stuff just because someone else has a different opinion, I just think that's unnecessary.
Um, that's what makes a good show a show. Sometimes it's a way in if there's a limit you can go to. It's not personal, but it's a part of your debate style. Like I'm not gonna just go hauling off saying,
What about you, Fire? Any absolute
You ain't gonna
no's?
go hauling off saying what? I didn't hear.
She went on mute. I think something happened in the house. That's okay. What about you, Fire? Is there anything that is an absolute no for you with rules of
Oh,
engagement?
no, I've already really discussed it. Shoot, it's the Ring of Fire. So outside of that, let's get it. That's all.
All right.
Yep.
Sounds good to me.
Do I be on YouTube?
yeah,
It all depends. Probably when I'm looking for something.
okay, well, I'm gonna send you a link up. I'm on YouTube now, with the little production studios having conversations, debate,
About what?
everything. Everything.
Uh,
You'll see me, you'll check me out. Just check me out and you'll share the link and show your girl when y'all get together. I'm gonna share you the link and y'all gonna
that's
sit and
gonna be
smoke and
okay.
watch us.
Yeah. It all
Okay.
depends on what y'all. It all depends on what y'all talking about. Cause we don't want to talk about. We don't want to hear it. Certain shit.
um
We gonna blow our high trying to listen to that shit.
I already know what you're talking about. Most of it is biblical. It is a biblical base.
I knew it was something. I knew it was something. I just knew it.
But
My spirit told me it was something.
My my
but
spirit
right
told me it
now
was fun.
we're speaking on the rules of engagement, just how to engage and how to be have internet behavior. So I'm gonna share you the link. At least you could do check me out and at least subscribe and
Where
support
you
your
sharing
cousin.
it?
So listen to the conversation and you'll find out.
Oh, I'm listening right now.
No, I'm on live now. I gotta go. So I'm gonna
Oh,
share
all
the
right.
link
Go
with
ahead.
you.
Go ahead.
Okay, love you. Bye. Okay. So that's one of the rules.
Well, the last thing you said, hun, was I'm not gonna haul off in, and then you muted. Do you remember what you were talking about?
Oh yeah. So I'm not gonna just call you your names and things, but you can't dictate what might come out of somebody's mouth. For the foundation of it all, we know the primary rules and goals is to keep it classy, professional, neat. But if you ever have a guest or somebody on there, we can't expect for them to have the same moral foundation. And then again, if it's a kumbaya moment, it's boring.
Hmm.
If everything is kumbaya, it's boring. It's like,
And I'm talking about like super low blows that we should never say to any humans. Like that's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. I'm not really talking about just general like disagreeing and stuff like that. Like we know as humans the low blows we shouldn't say to other people. So I think that will be fine.
yeah, well, now I'm all about keeping it professional. But however, I'm not going to tell you, I'm not going to hold out the cons. Okay. And you may have one day a guest that comes on here and starts rousing up. How are you going to respond? Is the question. Say I'm a guest and you're doing an interview.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now ask me a really raunchy question that might get me triggered.
So we have been hearing in the news that you lied to the father of your children, and that's not his child. Would you like to explain to us what all these rumors about? I was
You
thinking,
dirty bimbo. Okay. I'm
I was
just
thinking about the Cardi B situation that's going on in the
now if,
news.
if if I hauled off and said, you dirty dumb blonde or bimbo or whatever, how are you going to diffuse that?
That doesn't offend me though. Like stuff, typical insults don't offend me, so I'm good. Um, And plus, I think we have to understand if we are being controversial like that, we have to know that somebody might respond in a way that is aggressive because we just asked an aggressive question, regardless of how nice it sounded. So I think it really does. Everything is context. What I mean, chosen, is if there's really no reason for them to be doing that, especially with the topic at hand. If they're just an out of control person, then that's too much for me. I mean, I'm gonna stay in control regardless, but it's not with somebody that I would be like, I want to work with them again or I want to interview them again, is my point.
Sure. I'm all for it. For a good showdown. If when you have people watching, you are coming in with an intent. Not that it's like pre-planned or what's the word they use when they're doing these shows?
Premeditated, right?
Yeah, something like that. It not so much that, but I don't think that it's good to just be so solid. You're gonna need controversy. And controversy is not cute. It's not pretty either. So, and that's only for the guests, like, because they don't know your rules of engagement yet. But the open policy of, just know, what's a show without raw, real, hardcore truth? What's the truth without the truth? So if you can't be truthful in an open platform, is that restricting your rights? Is that violating your Fifth Amendment? Because you should have a right to say how you feel. And I think that is important in any real discussion, is to be able to say how you feel. But for the sake of community guidelines, there are things that even if you wanted to, you can't do it, not because it's your moral code of compass, but because the community guidelines say your speech is restricted.
Yeah, and I really wish we could. I'm gonna ask Fire about what YouTube is, to send me an email of what YouTube says about that. just so I don't accidentally. Because I know like they have guidelines as far as music. Like we got to make sure if we're playing music, it's not heard, stuff like that. They have guidelines that we may not necessarily be thinking about. We might even consider
Okay. Yeah, we
finding
gotta
something.
go in.
I have those up right here. Um, is dealing with platform compliance. First, you must follow the YouTube policies at all times. No hate speech, no threats of violence, no harassment or doxing, no explicit content, no copyright music without permission. Avoid repeated use of slurs. Automatic moderation can trigger. If broken, immediate mute or removal. That's what lets YouTube know that you're not playing and that you are in compliance. You have laws on your in your panel.
Hmm.
Respect the mic. One person speaks at a time, no talking over each other. Host has authority to mute. Hold on. And the time instruction. You cannot promote violence against a group, use racial slurs, harass, or threaten someone, encourage viewers to attack someone. Live chat plus spoken words both count. Stream will be taken down in a channel strike. No sexual content. It's not allowed. Nudity, sexual acts, explicit language. I'm dealing with sexual thumbnails. Even jokes can trigger auto detection.
Hmm.
Violence and threats not allowed. Threatening someone, showing graphic violence, encouraging harm, demonstrating weapons in a threatening way. Debate is fine. Threats are not. Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, smokes or illegal activity, showing smokes, selling smokes, teaching how to commit crimes, discussing news or policies is okay. Promoting the use is not. You cannot play copyrighted music in your background.
I need to pause that.
So just
Not
don't
play
play, have
copyrighted
nothing,
music in your background.
don't have nothing, because sometimes when I be,
You can't.
sharing or something, it'll pop up, but just don't have no music, because how you know if it's
You
copyrighted?
you everything. All music is copyrighted unless you made it yourself.
They
You
have
Oh,
cannot
some
play
free stuff
copyrighted
from
music in the
YouTube,
background.
Fire. They have
Huh?
free stuff from YouTube that some of they have a list of free music for YouTube you can use it only
No
if you
problem.
want
No
to.
problem. If it's copyrighted, you can't play it in the background.
That's
If you
right.
know underground artists and the songs are not copyrighted, cool. But
Okay.
it says you
oh,
cannot
so
play
yeah,
copyrighted
just don't
music
have
in the
no music.
background. You cannot stream movies and sports.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
You can't
Okay.
react to full copyrighted content without permission. Even 10
Oh,
seconds can trigger automatic content ID.
10 seconds, y'all.
You can only
oh.
use royalty-free music only.
That's good to know. Good to know. Like
Hmm.
playing that videos and stuff. Okay. Well, I don't have a laptop right now, so I won't be doing much
I'm
of
pretty
that.
sure you can play videos that's already on YouTube.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
If I share my screen, go to YouTube, I can show videos from YouTube.
Okay.
No misleading titles or thumbnails. Avoid excessive sexual or violent language. YouTube bots scan automatically. They got bots. They working, they scanning for slander.
The
All
way
types
they
of
clickbait
titles.
on this app, it says no clickbaiting. That's kind of crazy.
Live chat moderator. I don't well, that's on videos. Well,
Mm.
I'm only reading the live room rules. I really don't know what they do on their lives.
I got you. I got you.
Yeah. Okay. Live chat moderation. You're responsible for moderating chat, removing hate speech, blocking spam. You can use slow mode, subscriber only mode, blocked word list, strike systems. If you violate policy, first strike 1 week, no posting. Second strike 2 weeks, no posting. Third strike, channel terminated. Strikes last 90 days. Extra important, okay? Since you run a high energy debate, avoid repeating slurs, even in quoting someone. Avoiding encouraging audience harassment. Don't tell viewers to go report someone. Don't show violent imagery in thumbnails. Okay. Your channel can be removed. Your live streaming abilities. YouTube can remove your live streaming ability only, even if your channel stays up for prior community guidelines, repeated borderline violation, restreaming someone else's live without permission, live copyright violation. If live access is removed, you typically cannot stream for 7 to 90 days, depending on severity. Impersonation and deception practices, not allowed. Pretending to be another creator, using misleading titles and thumbnails, fake giveaways, fake emergencies, deep fake impersonation without disclosure, even in debates. Don't frame content deceptively for clicks.
Mm.
Misinformation policy. YouTube actively removes live streams that promote harmful medical misinformation. Medical misinformation.
Hmm.
Spread false election interference claim, encourage dangerous health practices, promote harmful conspiracy calls to action. Discussion is allowed, direct harmful instruction will remove your channel. Can't encourage dangerous behavior. You can't read. YouTube can penalize if you stream another creator's live, broadcast sports and games and pay-per-view events, loop copyrighted content, even if you add commentary. Oh yeah, no child talk.
Heard.
No child talk.
Even if it's in a
It's
news
instant
story.
removal. Zero tolerance.
Okay.
Sexual content, harassment of minors, displaying private information, dangerous situation involving no warning, sir. Immediate action.
So hold on, fire. So like, if I wanted to talk about the what happened at the school, I shouldn't.
I'm just telling you.
It's not worth finding out.
Mm.
Gotcha.
Well, type it in. Go to your chat GPT and type in YouTube live rules. Yeah. Artificially growing your channel leads to demonetization.
Oh yeah, I don't believe in that
Linking
because
your
those
cash
people
app
won't stay.
aggressively. Making cash app aggressively. Demonetization. Running investment schemes. Promoting crypto guarantees. Advertising questionable services. YouTube monitors scam patterns closely. Live streams are riskier than uploads because reports happen instantly. AI scans audio live, chat is monitored, replays are reviewed later. Even if stream finishes fine, replay can be removed.
Mm. I'm looking at it now, fire.
if your channel is removed, you cannot create another channel. You cannot appear on another channel to bypass suspension.
Mm,
Associated accounts can also be removed. YouTube treats this
Seriously.
okay.
The fastest ways that people lose their live stream. Can you give me one?
I would say endangering children.
that's not on the top 6 nowhere.
Oh,
The
it's us.
fastest ways people lose live privileges. 1 through 6.
Chosen, you have one?
I got that's 4. No content that endangers minors.
Okay. What I'm
So I
saying right here on Chat GPT is telling me the fact of giving me a summary of the fastest ways. Playing copyrighted music.
Oh yeah, for sure. And that's going to be a major deal for us because even if we have it playing in the background, you don't know. That's 10 seconds.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't really listen to music. Only like beats.
Mhm.
I don't know. Using slurs repeatedly, showing fight footage, real-time threats, restreaming sports and harassment campaign. Immediate. So yeah. Now remember,
We have another platform to do all the stuff we were just talking about. You hear me? If you want to get rowdy, you want to get booked, you want to get wild, we got another planet that you can attend.
Right.
We have another planet that you can fly to for 5, 10 minutes and let off. Hold on one
Okay.
second, I'll tell Lady Shay.
Thank you. Welcome, Slim Jim. How are you?
Now, what up, Slim? Peace. Yo, yo.
I didn't know you could use your phone on here.
Yeah, you can use your phone. They
That's
got a guest app for StreamYard. Chosen, you there? I'll tell you too. Like the other planet, I'm gonna have that going. So probably paying full attention to this over here, it may be a little tough. I'll be honest with you. It's gonna be tough because I'm gonna keep the other planet jumping. I'm gonna tell you that right now. So probably trying to put one foot on out the door or on this one and that, it might be a little tough.
well.
Because
Why don't you do?
business as usual on Beagle. On the other planet. I'm just letting you know that now. Business
Is
as
there a way
usual.
you could do certain hours there and certain hours here that'll work for you?
But no, cause it ain't that traffic ain't gonna come here. I'm known for 8 to 11 on Beagle. So people like access to the space and it's my mobile and it's mobile. I gotta stop saying that word, but yeah, my beagles, my hunting dogs, I gotta keep them in the woods.
Hmm.
But yeah, so I'm
You
locked
you
in
want
on
to
both.
do the
I can,
show 11 to 12
yeah.
after Bigo settles down?
I'm gonna tell you, man, this thing gonna jump. I'm gonna tell you now, because I'm the most consistent host as far as on the small island of the what we call the knowledge of self island, which is very small. It's
Right,
not too many hosts.
but I
So
want
on
you
Bigo
to
right now, I'm already on with my Bigos in the wood. We already at um we don't walk where we at 222 something right now. So you know,
well, I want you to be able to feel like you can focus on what you're working on and actually be present. That's what I was saying. Do you want to what if we did the show here at 10?
oh no, this morning thing is all you all have at it. No problem. No. Like I say, I'm only sending it live. I'm steady trying to find out how this people didn't send me how to get admin over here. So how to assign admins yet. And then once that happens, you have total control here. Um, in 1 second. And I will be facilitating people from the other planet to this planet.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. Yeah.
Sounds
Hold
good.
on 1 second. It's a little bit, it's tough over here. I'm gonna be honest with you. I like it better than the other planet TT. I definitely like it better than that.
You do?
Heck yeah, way better. Cause
Why don't why?
it give you a chance to see, which I did have access to that something something live studios. I never did get off into it like deucing it like this through StreamYard. It looked way better, but you know, yeah, I'm digging this.
I'm glad.
But you gotta have talkers, and that's one thing too. So I'm gonna have to facilitate talkers. I probably can't even knock some of the thing or some of the things are the ones I said earlier because this is a talking space. Like dead moments of no talking is really I'm gonna be honest with you. That ain't what's going on YouTube. This ain't an app where you just come and chill and have
We
laps
have
of
to have
times and
stuff.
not speaking.
We
You
have to
got to
have
be
stuff.
on talking over here. That's just what it is. Chilling, relaxing. On the other planet, we got that. Over here, you got to be uberly aggressive with
I do
talking,
agree.
running your mouth
I agree.
with information. I watch a lot of these spaces. You could go to a live right now. Nobody is sitting there being quiet. I'm just being honest. I'm just saying.
No,
That's just
it's
how it
true.
is on YouTube. Now on Bigo, when I got my Bigos and we in the woods and we hunting, they making noise all day long. But then again, sometimes they don't make noise, and we still sit there and wait on them to tree a squirrel or something. So
You know what
just
though?
putting it.
That's why Chosen and I said we're gonna have to come here with a couple topics. We can't just go live without topics. It's fine at first, but this next time that we meet, we need to at least have 3 to 5 topics of world news going on because
Right.
you're right. It's not that space for that. Just to be chilling. Is there anything specifically that you want us to talk about, or is it world news?
Hey, give me 1 second.
Okay.
All right, I'm back.
Yeah, Fire and I were just talking about how important it's going to be on here to definitely have topics ready. Because he was saying how, like, with Bigo, you could kind of chill, but with this app, it's more like we always need to be having content. Does that make sense?
You said having what?
He said with Bigo, you can get you.
Okay, okay. I'm getting better at that.
What's
Once
up,
again,
Combo?
What's up? Peace and blessings, y'all. Hold on one second.
How are you, sweetheart?
Peace and blessings, y'all. Peace and blessings.
It's nice to see you again. It's Queen. I haven't seen you in forever.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Hold on. I don't know. I think that's chosen. All right, let me make sure it's not me.
Yeah,
What
that's
up? What up, though?
All right. So
how's life been treating you, Humble?
everything been going well. Everything been going well, sis.
Good, good.
Chosen, is that your background?
What do you hear?
Echo.
Oh, you do?
Mm-hmm.
You hear it now?
Oh, hold on one second. That's me. That's me. That's me. That's me. That's me. I be forgetting sometimes that you have to go through the you gotta go through the YouTube to get the link to the StreamYard. So you gotta mute the YouTube if you want to StreamYard. So yeah. I'm like, I hear echo. Is that me? But yeah, everything been going well. You know, hey, we've been on some big platforms over here. Shouts out to the Sinettas of the world, the A1s of the world. Hey, the Ring of Fire is here.
I know that's right.
Also, you are ready. Also, Fire. Hold on, can you hear this?
For real, he was with you.
You can't do that. You hear me?
Huh?
They don't let you play other streams. I don't know what goes on with playing other copyrighted or other people's stuff. It gets your channel strike. Yeah.
So they won't let you on your phone be
It's why Sonetta is going through demonetization, and he always asks it with cash outs because it's a lot of things that goes on in space that takes him out. When I watch Sonetta, no advertisements ever come on. No ad ever shows when I'm watching y'all. Not one. No bubble gum, nothing. But when I go and watch Wu Sabat and all these other people that's live streaming, man, I'm getting every 15 minutes, I'm getting an advertise. Every 10 minutes, I get an advertisement from Amazon, from this or that. They running a whole like you watching TV. So when you take it out of that realm, you fall into demonetization. You know,
no,
I
that's
ain't trying to be strict over here. I'm just really just trying to lay the groundwork of what we trying to do.
No, that's facts. It's just so there's a lot of things. So there's a way that you can get people that are on Bigo intertwined over here, and that you can get people over here intertwined with what's going on Bigo. Like right now, you got a panel going on Bigo right now. You feel me?
I know.
But the thing is, that's a dope conversation that's on Bigo. You see what I'm saying?
I know. That's wrong.
So the thing is, if we could have a way to where as though the people could hear the conversation on Bigo, that'd be tough. That would
I gotta go in and change a bunch of settings, as far as in the RMFT filing in the computer. With this, it's not already linked to sharing it. I can share live with TT. I can share live with X. I can share live with those platforms. But with the BIGO, they're not gonna let you stream live there unless you go in and change the RFMT, and you're still not gonna see your comments from
from that site here, but you can do it. I just got to go in and change a lot of stuff.
Right. I would think it would be simpler than that, right? Because you on Beagle on your phone and you on this on your laptop. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
And that's why I was about to get into it.
I can't stream it through the microphone.
No, I ain't saying streaming it through. What I'm saying is because I be hearing like when we over on Sinetta, right? Sinetta make phone calls to people. And so what I'm saying is I don't think that there's an issue with hearing voices from another device.
I don't know. They just said they had active scanning. I don't know what type of content it is. Were you playing something that was said on?
No, I was playing your panel. I was playing your panel on Bigo. Mind you, I'm on your panel.
And I don't know if they allow that, even though Bigo is partnership with YouTube because the YouTube function is on the BIGO app.
But they don't know that it's Bigo though. That's the point. They think it's on the phone. Like they don't know. Like so, for instance, right? Sinetta would be careful about things he share visually, but he'll be like, "Hey, do that have audio? Because if it have audio, we could play the audio. We just can't play it visually." So I think the audio and the visual standards are different.
Right.
That's why I say, like, shit, you turn your phone up in the background and you could be muted on Bigo, but everybody over here could hear the conversation and we could chime in on the conversation over here from what we hear over there on Bigo. That's a good way to mix the two without trying to directly stream, get the people over there to see what's going on over here. What you can do is you can stream over there, but you can have your phone loud enough so where as though we can hear over here.
Now remember, over here you seats and admin. So I'm sort of trying to set up a slot for the ladies to do their things in the morning. And we can sort of come through and do our thing while still keeping the other planet going.
That makes sense. Yeah.
We can still
the goal right
as well.
Yeah, and that's the goal right
there. We work hard trying to facilitate the people from now. But not through viewership. Viewership is gonna be, I think, easy to get them to come through and view it.
Yeah,
I got one right here. Oh, Slim in the back. Okay. Yeah.
So viewership, if we do it like this, like how we doing it now, like how we are on Bigo right now and we're on here, viewership will be easier like this because people gonna come through your Bigo panel shit every now and then. So it's nothing for you to go back on, your Bigo and be like, hey, look, y'all, we, wop on YouTube, come on, check us out. Hey, listen, even if you stay for 5 seconds, just leave us a thumbs up, So it's nothing for you to do that.
And I don't even know what the rule is for it. Let me see something. Hey, man, this thing, if you type it in your computer, you will see.
It's not as strict. And that's what I would say about YouTube. YouTube is not as strict on
it ain't as strict for people who don't care about the money. I'm not particularly
just in general, right?
But I'm just telling you,
they're not strict on other platform promotion. Like how on Bigo is very strict on other platform promotion. You can't say YouTube over there, you can't say TikTok, you can't say Facebook, but on here, even on TikTok,
you can't say that on here.
Yes, you can. Shit, people on here be promoting their TikToks, they be promoting their YouTubes, their Facebooks, they be promoting all of that on here.
Yeah, I hear people promoting their stuff on this platform as well. And as far as BIGO, I would feel like you could say YT, right?
Yeah. So over there, you can say BIGO, you can spell it out, you just can't say it and promote it. But over here, that don't matter. You can say Bigo, you can say YouTube, you can say TikTok. They don't care about none of that, like that type of stuff. What YouTube, the company, is more so concerned about is the type of viewership and the consistency of the viewership. right? And so the type of viewership, meaning language, meaning content appropriation, right? So they want to make sure you ain't doing nothing foul on YouTube. They want to make sure that you're within certain guidelines. You ain't hurting nobody else. You ain't promoting violence. You ain't, you see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like
They don't allow you stopping midstream and saying, "Hey, GPS somewhere else." They don't allow that.
Yeah, no.
They don't allow that, but they do allow you can mention other platforms. You can put links to other platforms in the description. You can comment with your links. You can tell viewers to follow you elsewhere.
Yeah.
You can use Linktree or similar tools. Plenty of creators say things like "Follow me on TikTok," catch the uncensored version on Kick, join my live debates on Bigo. That's normal.
Yeah. Definitely people on here with Patreon. Everybody, damn near everybody on here got a Patreon. So that's real big. People come on, oh yeah, I'm gonna give y'all what I give y'all. But if y'all want the exclusive content, then go follow me on Patreon. Actually, Fire Bigo could be something like that. Or actually TikTok. I think TikTok is better suited for something like that. You see what I'm saying? Hey, listen, we come over here, we give y'all what we give y'all. But if y'all want the deep dives and the deep details on this, that, and the third, go follow us on YouTube. Go follow us on TikTok and Bigo and things of that nature. Most definitely.
Right.
And then on your Patreon, you could put some of the debates from the BIGO, and also you could put some things that maybe that you put here on this platform that you think was controversial. You could put it on your Patreon.
Yeah. And so that's why, that's why these platforms are so important to be linked, because they all serve their purpose in their own little way. All of them. And it's like when you find the purpose that all of these platforms share, and then you work on that purpose, then you can bridge the link between them easier, right? Like Bigo is a community app. That's a place where people go, if they ain't got nobody else to talk to, so they get online and talk to people. You see what I'm saying? TikTok is a promotional app, right? That's an app you get on for you to promote, what you do in your life. Whether you're a seller, whether you're a vendor, whether you're an artist, whether you are a painter, whatever you are. YouTube is a more of a broadcasting in that form, a sense of when we up here, we want people to see us, we want people to hear our message. You know what I'm saying? We want to teach, or we want to show, or we want to explain things of that nature. So when we take the community aspect of Bigo and integrate it with the broadcasting aspect of YouTube, then instead of us talking to 3, 4, 5 people, right now we're talking to 600, 700 people. You see what I'm saying? So that's how we will be able to integrate. And then when we integrate that with the promotional side of TikTok, now when we come over here to YouTube, instead of us talking to 50, 60 people, now we talking to thousands of people, because people on both platforms now know that you're live over here. And everybody, one of the easiest things to access is YouTube. Like I tell people all the time, I watch YouTube like literally I'm watching TV. That's the only thing that's ever on my TV is YouTube. You see what I'm saying? So it's nothing for me to be on, like I'm doing right now on my laptop. It's nothing for a person to be on their phone and then go hop, oh snaps, you on YouTube, let me go check you out. Go get on that laptop or go get on that TV real quick and go view. Now we can't do it the other way around. We can't come over here and say, hey everybody, go follow us on Bigo. We can't do that, because that causes one to now have to go look for an unknown app, go download that unknown app, right? Now they got to figure out the whole environment of this whole new app that they probably not even want to be on. So listen, man, I got this whole breakdown, bro. I got the whole breakdown. I really observe these things. So that's why, like when I'm on Bigo, I'm normally not holding lives and I'm on other people's lives because I'm observing what's going on. When I'm on YouTube and I'm watching YouTube, I'm watching the videos. I'm actually paying attention to the videos that I'm watching, and I'm watching, okay, well, what type of content is this, and what's going on in these comments, and you know what I'm saying? How is this being ran? And I'm looking at that just to see, okay, this is how this arena work over here. Same thing on TikTok. And when you pay attention to these things, you just find out how all of these individual pieces work together for content creation. And now we stepping in the realm of the Casa Nets and things of that nature. Because listen, this summer is going to be lit. Let me cam up when I say this. This summer going to be lit. Watch this shit. Y'all think y'all see Humble Mystic on Bigo now. Watch this shit. And let me not keep saying that. My bad, y'all. My bad, y'all. Hey, what you say? Hey, it ain't no YouTube shop over here, fire. Nigga, go shop at the TikTok shop. Shit.
Right.
People be calling. Don't
Well,
nobody
they have a link for products that you might sell and things like that. It's not big yet, but YouTube does have that link.
That's
where
fact.
you can incorporate your products in there or your business link.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They don't have the okay.
And then once we get more people over here, then we can start jumping back over to Bigo. You feel me? Hey, listen, y'all. If y'all enjoy what y'all seeing over here, if y'all like the content y'all see over here, man, come catch us more on Bigo. We over there, damn near 24 hours out the day.
No.
So like it gets into
No,
it gets deep.
Are those people?
Huh?
Those people are those people. If they find you, they find you. But
who you talking about, Chosen?
Not
I'm talking about the growth of a platform, right? This is how you grow platforms. This is how you bring proper attention to the proper platform. See, you just can't tell people, you just can't go to TikTok, go to Bigo and then tell people, hey, go follow me on TikTok. Like, they'll tell you. Some people might tell you they'll follow you on TikTok and they're not gonna follow you. But when you
here. That's how you got here.
Huh?
Because somebody told you go follow me on my YouTube channel. And you did. So yes, you can.
What I'm saying is,
hold on. People, and that is they're gonna follow that. The rapport that you built up with them.
Right. So anybody that work, like we do this, like all of us, right, on Bigo. And one thing we know just from experiences on Bigo is just because you ask a person something and
that's not our main focus.
Hold on, Chosen. We talking about the growth of platforms. How can you grow a platform?
The big O.
The reason I'm saying Bigo is because that's a platform, right? That we are familiar.
You think constantly name dropping that planet. You could just say the other planet. I think
the other planet. I mean, I say it because all that shit don't. That don't mean like.
Because right now I'm hearing full on advertisement for the other planet.
Yeah, but see that don't matter over here. See, over on Bigo, that matters.
This is the planet.
Yeah, this is another planet. Yeah.
And if you're telling them to go to the other planet, that takes them from this
No,
planet.
nigga, this is no, young man. This is the
No.
mother planet.
See, y'all don't understand. All right, so y'all don't understand how YouTube works. And see, this is why we're talking
I don't
about.
see people
This
on
is why
YouTube
we're
Go pull up the
advertising
rules.
a big
Go pull up
O.
the rules
Hold
for
on,
us. The name of
Chosen.
this stream is called The Rules of Engagement. Pull up the rules for us right quick, humble. No problem. It's okay.
Yeah, most definitely, y'all good. So so we're talking about platform growth, right? So one of the things that we have to understand about YouTube, right, to grow as a platform is you can't just do YouTube. People just can't know you for YouTube. You have to be established to come to YouTube. So YouTube encourages you to talk about your expertise. YouTube encourage you to talk about what field you're great in, what you do outside of YouTube. If that consists in you talking about your Patreon, if that consists in you talking about your TikTok, if that consists in you talking about your Facebook, your Instagram, they have no issue with that.
Yeah, it's not the issue.
That.
It's just trying to
Now,
promote
watch this, Chosen.
and
Hold on a
advertise
second.
the
Hold on 1 second,
platform
Chosen.
that you're on now.
I got you, but hold on. So, because Bigo is one of those platforms that we are all familiar with. I didn't meet y'all on Facebook. I didn't meet y'all on Instagram. I didn't meet y'all on TikTok. I met y'all on Bigo. And so, because that's a platform that we're so used to and that we already understand and we got that down packed, we have to now talk about how that translates into YouTube. These are both platforms. They are ran completely
that's not
different.
The only platform, and that's
I'm
where
not
that
saying that's the
platform
only
is
platform, Chosen. That's not what
Correct.
I'm saying. What I'm
That's
saying
a
is
privatized platform where for private individuals. Broaden your YouTube out to those platforms. Don't bring those platforms into your YouTube. Your YouTube is your everything, your home. You take that out and you advertise it to the world to bring you into the YouTube. You don't bring in the world to YouTube to advertise the world.
Chosen what?
So you're bringing the world into YouTube. You want to take YouTube out to the world. You want to take your platform here of YouTube and that be your center focus and push that out into the other platforms.
So
you don't bring the other
so let's talk about brand building, Chosen. Let's talk about brand building. When you're building a brand is a brand regardless of what platform it is. So this right now is the Ring of Fire. That's a brand. The Ring of Fire didn't start on YouTube. The Ring of Fire started on Bigo. So when we're speaking about, hold on 1 second, Chosen. Hold on 1 second. I got you. So when we're speaking about the brand of the Ring of Fire and we're trying to grow the brand of the Ring of Fire, we have to talk about how the environment we're in now is completely different than the environment we come from.
That's why we keep that there, and you take this out unto there. You don't bring that over here. That's where that's at. Let that one stay there. And you branch out your platform to all of your rest of your social media sites. So those who do have a rapport with you and know you from those sites will draw in to here because this is your foundation, not over there.
There's different type of viewership, right? So now again, we're talking about building brand, right? A great brand builder understand there's different type of people. And they understand. Sure. Hold on, Chosen. I got you. Hold on, Chosen. I got you. Hold on, Chosen. They understand that people have different amount of attention spans. Some people want to watch you for 3 seconds. Some people want to watch you for an hour. Some people want to integrate with you. So definitely with us working in these spaces, we have to know the audiences. And so this is why
if
I'm
you know
breaking
your
down. Hold on,
audience,
Chosen. Hold on. I'm
you
gonna
know
land my
your
plane in a
audience.
second. Hold on,
Hey,
Chosen. Land my
y'all.
plane in a second.
Interjection.
Hey,
So
y'all.
Interjection. You
this
do
is
know
why
your
I
audience,
am.
Humble.
So
We
this
You
can't
is
do
why
talk
know
I'm
over
the
each
breaking
audience
other.
down the
already
fire.
over there.
Hold on, Chosen. This
No,
is
no,
why
no,
I'm
no, no.
breaking.
Listen to what I'm saying. You do
Can I land
know
my
your
plane first,
audience.
Chosen?
No, you do know your audience already over there. That's not needed to be established.
You
It's
guys,
just
part of the rules is not talking over each other. So at least try to let each other finish,
So
please.
can I land my plane? All I want to do is land my plane, Chosen, and you can get it in. So this is why I'm talking strategically about content growth and platform growth with Fire. Because we understand the content. We understand we bring in content. But now we have to understand and integrate, okay, well, how do we grow this? And how do we bring this together as a unit? We can't keep everything separate. That's why I'm talking this strategy with Fire. I land my plane. Go ahead, Chosen.
yeah, for that energy you want to keep separate and let that be where it's at. You get that much? You let that be right where it's at. You're building your brand and it's YouTube. You don't advertise other platforms on your brand. It takes away from your brand. You advertise your brand on other platforms because now you're the center of attention on that platform. When you have an audience here, you're giving them an audience there, which narrows your audience here. So the idea is to be self-preservation is the first law of nature, preserving your brand to where it's not that you're not connecting and intersecting and trading and building up clientele or members. It's that you're branding yourself. You don't include another brand when you're trying to brand yourself, because now you leave the option for them to pick and choose. When sales, we call this put the product in their hand. That way they're less likely to turn you down. But if you're leaving them with an option to choose, 9 times out of 10, they may say no, or I'll go there. So my thing is less about the mess and more about the brand, which is what we do here on the Ring of Fire, taking that out to the people that you know that support you, bring them here to watch you on your newfound leveled up production studios here at the Ring of Fire. That's what we do. Great discussions, great debates.
So my point, Chosen, I think you're getting brand mixed up with platforms.
No, I'm not getting a brand mixed up with a
I got you,
platform.
Chosen. So the brand is supposed to be on multiple platforms. That's the reason you talk about the platform, because that's where your brand is. So when we're speaking about brand, we got more work over on Beagle than we do over here. So we like over here. I don't
flat out. I don't want to sit and talk about BIGEO. That's what I'm trying to say.
Hold on, Chosen. We're talking about brand. Now we moved on to the conversation.
We're building up BIGEO, and I don't want to do
One
that.
of the rules of engagement is letting people land that plane. The conversation right now is brand building. We got here from talking about platform building. Now, in brand building, you're supposed to expand your brand across different platforms. This is the reason for Patreon. Everybody on YouTube has a Patreon. They don't get on here and not talk about Patreon. No, they get on here and talk about Patreon. They try to get people in their Patreon to come see them on YouTube, and they try to get people on YouTube to go join their Patreon. This is how you grow. You don't stay on one thing and then you don't jump to the next thing and then try to gravitate everything there and then take away from the other thing. No, you stay consistent. So whereas though the people that might not want to sit and watch a 7-hour video, they can go to another platform they know that we're on, and they can scroll and watch 30 seconds of us. There's people out there who might hear us, might hear Chosen or hear a High Priestess or hear Slim Jim, and they might actually want to have a conversation. We know on YouTube, you can't let everybody up. But guess where you can let everybody up at to have those type
Okay,
of
that's
conversations?
there.
You can have,
That's
hold on,
over
I'm gonna land
there.
my plane right here. I'm gonna land my plane right here. You can let them up on Bigo. So it's important to let people know where you are and where you will be.
No,
Definitely when you're building brand. I land my plane with that. Thank you.
yeah, this is the thing. For me personally, I'm not speaking on a we. I'm speaking on a me. That's why I'm here. So I'm not there. And to promote them is highly just no, and a no. That, and a rule of engagement is that's one of the art of wars. It's building up that platform. Okay. That platform is where it's at. Let it be where it's at. It's a personal thing for me. So in taking your brand out, yes, you do take your brand out to multiple platforms. But bringing those platforms is up to them, right? From those platforms. I wouldn't be just promoting that one platform. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm keeping it kosher. That one platform is just it's just too much promoting that. And the idea is to build up this discussion panel by rules of engagement of this discussion panel, this debate panel, this production studios. And once you start, yeah, sure, bring in the big O. Okay, fine. But it's just too fresh for me because I'm here, not there. And so to hear that word, it just does something to me. You know what I'm saying? It does something to me. So building up this brand is speaking on this brand and getting the Ring of Fire out to other platforms. Just that one specific, it does rings, it sends ringing to my ears. You feel me? You feel me?
Chosen, don't sit up here and act like you not on Bigo. We all on this platform right now came straight over here.
No, I'm not saying that, but I'm not there.
I'm on
not
Fire's platform. I'm on the
Okay, I
Ring
don't
of
know if
Fire platform right now on Bigo. So we can't sit up here on this platform and just now act like we discussed it with that platform. No, that's not how it works. People have to know who we are. When I sit around the Yaras, when I sit around the Kazads, when I sit around the Tazariaks, they talk about their platforms. Tazariak tell you, oh, well, you can catch me over on TikTok. Kazad tell you, oh, well, you can catch me over on this debate channel over here on YouTube. So when we are talking and nobody over in this space know us, we now have to give people a familiarity with who we are.
Brand that place on your own. Brand that place on your own.
Chosen, I got you. I'm gonna land my plane right now.
Work for them on your own streaming.
And
but
so
that
when we're speaking,
my ears. I don't know why it's just
hold on, Chosen. The rules of engagement, Chosen. And so when we speak,
hey, don't hold on me no more. Okay, you don't have to hold on me. I know when to stop.
Okay, then stop over talking me, Chosen. Let me land my plane. How you not want me to talk about Bigo, but now you over here acting like you on Bigo? Come on, now show some decorum. How you gonna set some panel rules if you don't follow them? Come on now.
So
just give
there's
me
another
5 seconds to land my plane, and you can say
there's
whatever you want.
Another rule to engagement. It's called allowing someone to interject because that will happen.
No, why am I allowing you to interject?
Stop.
Allow me to land my plane. I'm not even talking long. Just allow me to land my plane.
Interjections are very short. And so
Okay.
when somebody
So
interjects,
if I'm speaking very short, then just allow me to respond very short.
I'm gonna interject. It's up to you to
But
allow
you
me to
set
say
that rule.
3
You
seconds.
can't just say, what is this? What are you, God? You now making rules that you can break? What's going on here?
No, I'm not talking over you,
Here's the
but I'm
thing.
going to interject.
Chosen. This is why I'm having this discussion with my brother Fire right now. Because this is not Bigo. You can't come over here and, oh, well, I'm going to talk. No. There's people who's going to be watching you.
Right. They watch
And
you
those
everywhere.
people that's going to be watching you, those fans, right? See, you think over on Bigo motherfuckers talking
No,
about
we're not. I just, the idea of you just
over
keep
here
saying
is
that
completely
word.
different.
It's just
Listen,
done
over
something like
here
it's
is
an
completely
advertisement
different.
for the
Because
platform.
over
And it's
here, hold
unacceptable.
on one second. Because over here, see, you doing all of this, that shit get around.
It's supposed
that's
to.
the
I'm aware
problem.
that I'm aware.
Yo, listen, this is why we have to understand this arena, this space is not like over there. You
Right.
can't come over here.
Exactly.
Hold on. You can't come over here doing all this that you're doing right now.
No, we're having a
do that.
conversation, and this is a clear example of discussing the rules of engagement. See, there's a method for my madness.
So high priestess, what did you just say the rules of engagement was, sister?
We have to let each other finish. We have to let each other complete our thoughts, and then the next person can speak.
That's all I'm asking for.
That's not going to happen repetitiously. You're going to have interjections. Interjections are going to happen in panel discussions. Why? Because no one knows when you're going to land your plane. And occasionally you will have to stop to let the next person interject. And then they will not be but 2 or 3 seconds. An interjection is not a cutoff. An interjection is you said something, hold on, let me interject, correct you, bam, finish what you're saying. So we do, and we'll allow interjections in a panel discussion because it's a matter of knowing that not everybody knows when the next person is going to start speaking or stop speaking or when they want to speak. So we do realize that if a person interjects, maybe that's my signal that I'm circling the plane and haven't landed in the timely manner. Not directly to you, but in this sense, advertising that here now is not a part of the rules of engagement. Only because it's a separation thing. Yeah, sure, build all your platforms, absolutely. But this is something different from building a platform because we already know where we came from. And we just use a nice, cozy word called the other planet. And that's part of rules of engagement. You don't stick out like a sore thumb. I was just speaking this earlier. You have to become a team player. The team player is, I got to take one for the team. Sometimes my perspective is what it is, and I'm going to be set in stone on it. But for the sake of the team, if I'm recognizing the multiple of us is saying the big O, I got to take one for the team and engage with the room, with the team. The team says we're big O. We're not that or the other planet. And so that's a part of the rules of engagement to make a production studio and a team thrive, because everybody has their way of what we think it should be because we're all inclusive. But there is going to come a time where the team outweighs your opinion, and you got to sometimes stick with that. Now, if it's something light, go ahead, rock it out, stand on it. But if you see that it's like the team is engaging in on this one thought, let's rock with it and synchronize with that one thought for the sake of the team. Because the BIO can be advertised and communicated in its own timing. For me personally, it's just too fresh for my ears here. More promoting and always blurting out the Ring of Fire, the Ring of Fire. So that name can get around. not the other planet. And that's on God. I'm just serious. It's like it makes me cringe, and I'm gonna deal with it. But just for the sake of just pushing out your brand, constantly putting your brand in the hand, because you can use the brand's name versus the other planet's name. Brand that. The Ring of Fire does this over there. The Ring of Fire does this on the other planet. I'm just saying, put this at a hierarchy before that other planet. I land. And that's one of the things that that's one of the things why a lot of the times when we try to build up an empire amongst each other, why I read that the Egyptian empire failed because of the strife within its own system, within its own empire. There was started to be, a build up for power. And a part of the rule of engagement in any empire, any team, any production studios, you got to know your place. I feel like knowing my place in the position is very important. If I know I'm not strong in an area, bag down. If I know I'm not a winner in this area, bag down. Just because our ego can start to activate and I know this, I know that. And I think it's important to remember that in building an empire and a team and engaging with a team, it's important to know your position, know where your weaknesses are, know your strengths, know these things, and don't try to live or content beyond your means where and I'm guilty of it. I'm guilty of it. So that's how I know to say that you can build yourself up to know some things, and you try to get in a position that you're not ready for. And so it's very, very important to kind of humble yourself in that team environment when you engage in amongst the panel, when you're trying to build a brand up, that you do absolutely know your position and make sure that you don't put yourself in a position that you can't handle. Be real with yourself. That's why I don't have my own, because I know I'm not in a position to run something of my own. So I do great doing what needs to be done. I'm a great do girl. Do this, do this. That's my position. I'm not insecure about that. I don't need to be at the top or because I know it would fall because I know myself. So I know where I'm good at, and I will place myself in that position so that for the sake of the team and for the sake of the rules of engagement, you do build that empire. You do build it up to a place where it needs to be. And it doesn't fall because you're constantly putting yourself in the position you need to be in and not fighting for another position that you gonna fall at. It's okay to be a chief. Mm.
Welcome, Wildlife. It's good to see you.
How you doing, guys? I just want to say that teamwork make the dream work, and some of the things that you were saying, you're correct. If people understand their position, things can work better, and that's just how life is. With every big company or whatever organization, you're not going to have everybody as the boss. There's going to be some workers that you're going to hire to do that position and play that part. So, yes, in life, if you are a part of something that you believe in, you have to play your role to help it get to the next level that you are literally trying to achieve. Takes everybody, man. It takes a village to raise a child. You, if we unite, we win by default. The gates will open, and it'll be an abundance of happiness. But people are selfish, and people are jealous and envious. People have bad mind. People are hurting. So it's gonna be hard for others to show love and participate into whatever you're trying to do unless they're genuine people. Genuine people are not going to care about jealousy or envy. They don't even know what that is because they're not thinking like that. But the facts will never change. No one wants to put a person in a position to win, and that is the American way. And that's not a good thing, guys. That's actually a fucked up thing because we should put people in positions to win. We should do that, but we don't.
Isn't this example of being put in a position for somebody to win? This platform right here.
Yeah, I mean, putting people in position to win is as simple as a like. A like is free. You don't have to pay for it. It's free. All you got to do is just tap the screen, and that's a like right there. It's as simple as that. But people will not do that because they don't want you to win. So they will not like something that is free. They don't have to do anything. They don't have to pay for anything.
That's so true because sometimes I'll see like 1,000 viewers in a stream with like 200 likes, and you're like, what's going on with the other 800 people that are just watching and they can't press a like? You're right about that.
Yeah, so people don't want to put people in position to win. And right now, when you're branding anything, anything you're branding, it's not going to be easy if you're not in the algorithm. You have to figure out a way how to get in the algorithm and be a part of the algorithm so that the audience can know, because the audience is what's going to help you get to the next level. But if people don't know, they cannot attend. because they don't know, so they can't show up. But if they knew, they would love to be there all the time because it's interesting. The information is valid. People are actually learning, growing. You know what I mean? So they will participate because now they know. But how do you get them to know? Like I said, by being a part of the algorithm. How do you be a part of the algorithm? By people that you know, like, simple as like, just one like, comment, a share. You know what I mean? It's not hard to build something if you're consistent and you have genuine people being consistent with you. Consistency is the only way to achieve that goal that you're trying to get to. You have to be consistent. Whether one day is good, the other day is bad, and then 5 days after that is bad, and then one day is good, and then 5 more days bad. It doesn't matter. Just still be consistent at anything you're doing. And that's how you win. That's that brand, the Ring of Fire, is an amazing brand. It's the metaphor behind it is amazing. Just the idea is amazing. You know what I mean? But the fact is, the credit is not being like, it's like, motherfuckers, the credit, bro. What's up with the credit? Don't I get credit? And that's the thing. Motherfuckers don't want to give out the credit where credit is due. And that's why they're going to hate on you. And they're going to continue to hate on you. Because they're hurting. And they don't even know why they're hating, because they're hurting. If motherfuckers would stop hurt and look at everything like, bro, we going to die. Every day should be happiness. Every day should be positivity. Every day should be a day of paradise. Whether you live in hell or not, you should try to make every day a paradise. Because when you're gone, you're gone. It's done. But for now, you could at least be happy while you're here. It's very cheap to support. Times and things are different. Financial support is so much ways you can support other than financially. So everyone got to be on board. Everyone got to be on board. Takes a village. But I've been fuck with the Ring of Fire though. I've been fucking with the Ring of Fire. You know what I mean? Been love the Ring of Fire. Been love the idea. You know what I mean? It's a good thing, man. Bring people together. Anything that brings people together is a good thing. Always remember that. So yeah, Chosen. People gonna rebuttal. People gonna cut you off because they're listening and they're comprehending, and they're, whatever you say, they're listening. Not to respond, but to understand, but to, you know what I mean, say call you out on some bullshit. You know what I mean? They listening. So if you're in a conversation and people are listening, you just gotta understand you might get cut off because you said some shit that is not adding up. And they want you to clarify that first before you continue. There's nothing wrong with that. I honestly don't see nothing wrong with that. I think that's actually needed because a lot of people be getting away with some bullshit. They just be talking out the ass, talking. And it's like, bruh, the fuck? A lot of that shit was not adding up. And I couldn't even stop you and tell you, hey, bro, that shit was not adding up. I had to tell you, I had to shut up. I had to be silent. I had to respect. And now I forgot what I wanted to brought to your attention because you were so long-winded. I didn't write it down. I didn't write that shit down. Yeah, like, you know, I'm talking facts, Chosen. It's like, you know, it's like you want to interrupt, but you didn't write it down. So when they long-winded, it's like you don't even remember what you wanted to say. Like, damn, fuck.
Yeah, because of that point right there that they made at that moment, it was something short and simple that needed to be rebutted. Interjections are a little different than cutting you off and talking over you. An interjection is something like you say, well, you said that it was 28, and then I interject and I say, no, I said 27. Then that's it. That's a short interjection. Then you can continue. So cutting you off, I think is like more like, well, this is what I think. You in the middle of speaking your, little monologue, and here's somebody saying, well, for me, there are people in America was going over here, and then you like, huh? What? But yeah, I understand what he was saying. I think that's just something with me and certain people you'll have a certain rapport with. And so it's gotta be expected. You gotta expect certain people that you build up a rapport, how they're gonna respond to you. If they'll rebuttal what you're saying. And 9 times out of 10, for me, for the sake of engaging, I might always find the opposition in something to bring out more of your point, to bring out more of your argument so that you can engage. But not to, and sometimes it is to contradict and correct. And that's what makes a good debate. And sometimes, like, okay, falling asleep in that debate, what I think could help too is if there's a period in a debate where they have 7 minutes of going back and forth, just hardcore. We know to keep it at a minimum, but you got a round where there's no hold bars, ding, ding, ding. Both of y'all just go with your information back and forth. And where we keep it to a minimum. Mm-hmm.
I like what Wildlife said though about people being hurt, and so people don't even wake up grateful that they woke up. Like we do get however many years on this planet, and that's something really important to me, that I'm grateful for what I have. I mean, people are always going to want more, but before you want more, you need to be grateful for what you have. I'm on that.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. One of my cousins said, depends on what y'all talking about. These young folks don't want to get into the
I know.
moral
But with
foundation
us though,
of things.
Chosen, it's not just gonna be about God. Like we're talking about world news, we're talking about a lot of different stuff. So it just depends what you like, I guess.
Mm-hmm. He's gonna come regardless. He'll check me out regardless. He just had to put a notice out. Like, You know, I'm not going to stay too long to listen to the Bible talk.
Like, if you really think about it, is 100 years a
I,
long time?
I know that's my point. Wildlife is that
A
it's
hundred
not. It's
years is not
not.
a long time.
It's not.
And
Mm-mm.
most people don't even live to see 100 years.
Well, here's the thing. The thing is, everything is perspective. So you could wake up every day and think about what you don't have, or you could wake up every day and think about how you're going to make the best of what you do have. And that is perspective. That's the difference between two people, one waking up wishing they had more, one waking up grateful for what they have. And it sets your mind in a way for you to be happy and enjoy your life regardless of what you have.
Exactly.
Because you're right. Who wants to spend 100 years thinking about what they don't have and being miserable?
Exactly.
The go
Like,
getter.
it's like a
The
waste. You waste your life. You waste all this precious time worrying about what you don't have.
It really is a waste of life, in my opinion. Like you wasting you're not a waste of life, but that person, but it is them wasting their life because they can use that same time to go after their dreams or make things better, still with a positive attitude. Or you could have a negative attitude and keep trying to have things, but because your perspective is so poor and your attitude is so poor, it's hard to get those things. It's like people get themselves stuck in the mud and they don't know how to get out because of that perspective you were talking about. And and that's due to unhealing, like you said, due to being unhealed.
There's a viral video, and I see a young man. The young man said he has nothing against trans trans man, right? He has nothing against them, but it's like this. If a trans man can go as far as cutting off their organ and literally transforming their self into something that they're not, right?
Mm-hmm.
That person can actually do anything. And that's a good point, because if you can make your mind change your appearance completely from a male to a female, you're still a male, but you get what I'm saying? You can do anything.
Well, would you say that? And I'm just asking, I don't have an opinion on it either way. Well, I guess I kind of do, but not in this sense. Do you feel that way about people, even women that are addicted to plastic surgery? Like they get it over and over and over and over, different stuff?
Yeah, this has to do with everybody. If
I
you
think so
can
too.
if you can alter your mind to do these dramatic things, you can literally do anything. Just try to understand, like, you can do anything.
Yeah, because some of these people don't even look like themselves anymore. Like you have to think of the psyche when you think of that, like what they must think of themselves that they had to get like these addictions to plastics. I just don't understand it.
And
The
that's what's so
mindsets.
wonderful about the human mind, that if you put your mind to it, it's like you can do it. You get it?
Hmm.
Yeah, so basically you could do anything is what I'm trying to say.
But I guess what I'm trying to say is it comes across very unhealed in the sense that whether you're a woman who's getting, who's had 15 surgeries, it comes across very unhealed to me and unhinged, if I got to be real, for somebody to cut themselves up that much. It's like, what do they see when they look in the mirror? Because for me, if you don't even look like who your parents created you to be, I don't know. It just seems like something's wrong. Something's going on a lot deeper than, oh, I just wanted a flatter tummy. Okay, well, I mean, if you decided to fix that,
I understand, but when people don't look like themselves anymore, I don't know. I kind of think something mentally is going on.
That right there though is the culture. You get it? Like it's like, okay, if you're in that environment of culture, then that is typical. And it's so messed up that things are normalizing. Like a lot of things are
Yeah.
getting normalized
Hmm.
to the point where no one cares anymore. They're okay
Like
with it.
like wildlife. It was so wild. I was looking at something the other day, and they were saying how like with this Ozempic thing, how people look so crazy now, but also people were like, is that AI? Is she AI? Is he AI? Because people can't tell anymore because of all the surgery. And I was like, that's wild that people don't even know if that's that person. Remember before that people were like always thinking people were clones? Now people are really freaking out.
Yeah. AI don't change the game.
It did though, because oh man. So I watch animal videos. I love animal videos. And then I found out it was AI and I was so pissed. I was like, what is real? Like I can't even watch puppies anymore without it being AI for real. But it's true. Even the most innocent stuff is just fake. So it's a weird culture we're in now.
Well, some people uh will look at it if they have the capabilities. That's what it's there for. Like that's what technology is there for. That's what they created for, to be able to have the ability to do these things. I heard of short little series something on a lady on the women who were getting plastic surgery and stuff. And the one lady was like, she was even willing to put her life on the line. She knew that it could be a possibility that something could happen to her on the operating table. But she told her husband, she worked for the industry that she in. She's African too. That it was important to her. It was her decision. She lived for herself, and it was something for her that she deserved. She was willing to be unalive for it. And I'm like, okay, well, and on the outside, a person can't really see them full selves. So they don't even
That's
really
true.
understand how they really be looking,
That's
because if
true.
you knew it, you wouldn't even have gotten that surgery, because it doesn't even look appealing. It doesn't look anything natural to awe at or admire, or to want to desire it. It's too. She was just too. Her waist was so thin, and the rest of her body was just protruding out, and it was just so unnatural looking that if you only knew how you looked on to other people, ma'am, I don't know. But I guess if social media is hyping them up and liking and paying and viewing them, and then you have the OnlyFans and things like that, then I guess it's working for them.
Yeah, but that's called that body dysmorphia. Y'all heard of that?
Mm.
Body dysmorphia, it means like when you look in the mirror, you could see like a huge fat person, but you're 120 pounds. That's body dysmorphia, where you don't your eyes see something different because of your insecurities. It's that unhealed energy we were talking about, that you're willing to get very unnatural surgeries so that your eyes see something different. But the truth is, because it's a psychological issue, they never see what they're hoping for, because it's what they see isn't real in the first place. And so they never actually fix what they're trying to fix. And that's why they keep going back and going back and going back. Because it starts in the heart. It starts in the mind of healing and accepting yourself, not getting more surgery. But you can't tell them that, because it's a mental issue. And that's where you think something's going on in there. Some ain't quite right for them to keep doing stuff like that. But
I don't know. I just think they have the money, and the standard of beauty is so high, and it's important that you look good and People looking good makes them feel good.
Yeah,
So
but the problem is they never feel good because it's a mental thing. That's my thing. That's the hurtful
well,
part for
not you
them.
think all of the ones who getting butt injections and lip injections, all those are depressed? You think all those people depressing or silently suffering?
No, and I don't think that. I'm talking to the addicts, the plastic surgery addicts. I'm not talking about people like Kim Kardashian that's just like, I gained 20 pounds, I'm gonna go get lipo. I'm not talking about something like that. But
She wouldn't be an addict.
no, I don't think she's an addict. I think she's extremely what do you call it? Extremely shallow because and she fills herself with people that are shallow too because if anybody you have in your inner circle cares that much that every time you gain 20 pounds you have to get it sucked out or sculpted out or whatever, then you really don't have very good friends if they care that much. But I don't think I don't think she's disfigured her face or something like I've seen a lot of these people.
Hey,
Uh-uh.
can I ask y'all a question?
What?
Say you've been dating your significant other for like 6 years, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And a friend of yours send you a video of your significant other, which is a man, kissing another man, right? And then you confront your significant other and he says to you, that is not real, that's AI.
Oh,
Who would you
snap.
who who would you believe? Would you believe your significant other
Oh no, but
or
there's so much technology you really don't know. You just scared me to death. Cause what if somebody sent you no, because it doesn't have to be a man wildlife. It could be a woman, but it could be fake now. This is
and
crazy.
that's what I'm asking you. That's what I'm asking you. How would you believe the man? That's like
It
who
would be
believe him?
it would put
Because
insecurities in
because
your mind forever.
at first, hold on, wait. At first, the man is going to look at the video good, like, hold on, what the fuck? I never did this. This is not real. What the fuck is going on? And
I
then
think
he's
you know
probably
your partner though, like if they're lying, right?
shit. You got a video, and you're looking at the video, and the video is not lying to you.
Yeah, but if your partner is reacting in their
Hey,
normal
hey,
way
calm
when
down with vulgar.
oh, and you know what? One second. I'm almost lost my thought because I was gonna say something. Oh, I was gonna say, can you imagine just to go back to what Chosen said? Can you imagine your partner sitting you down and being like, "Baby, I love you, but I'm going to get this tummy tuck that they said would probably kill me, but I'm gonna do it anyway because I really think I deserve this." Can you imagine your partner saying something like? Because I couldn't even imagine the stupidity of something like that. Like knowing my partner, because you always know your partner could die from a surgery, but for them to say, my doctor said I probably wouldn't make it, but, and you're married to this person.
But some of the guys actually insist and wants to pay for that stuff because one of my friend, he has a friend, right, and she recently got her surgery done, right, and the
Mm-hmm.
guy that paid for the surgery was this African guy, right, that
Mm-hmm.
she never been with before, like they never dated, but he did that for her. He actually paid for it. So some of the time and most of the time the man is the problem because he wants that, he like wants it or something. I don't understand.
He
It's
wants the
weird.
butt injections or the big boobs or whatever. Yeah.
Yes.
And which is crazy about that is you're talking about a guy that she probably will like if she's spending time with him maybe twice, maybe three times, and he's willing to put down that much money because he likes that. That's crazy to me.
Yeah, but they never been together. They just talk. They just been talking.
And he just wants to see that. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
He
exactly.
probably think he's gonna get that woman that he's always desired. You know, he's probably looking at it like, yeah, she's gonna be like the women in the magazine or the supermodel Victoria's Secret that I always dreamed of having. And then my woman's gonna be the best looking woman around town. You know, all the men gonna be jealous of me. Like that's what I would imagine they would be thinking. Why they would be so excited to get it done for them.
It's wild.
You say what now?
We're
We're not
talking
gonna.
about plastic surgery and body dysphoria
Mhm.
and what makes a person go to great lengths to deconstruct their body.
To me, it's the faces too. It's like when you look like a different person, it's too much. Your mama's like, who is that? Mm-mm.
Humble didn't like the rules, did
No, he just didn't like I don't know.
I don't
I
know what
guess he
happened.
wanted to I don't know.
I don't know what upset. I don't know what upset him because he didn't say anything.
What was the rules?
Oh,
No
the
advertising the other planet over here.
No advertising the other planet over here.
Yeah.
the
I mean, it's
BIG
cool to mention it.
BIGO.
Oh, for real?
You
I
want to
was reading.
advertise it?
I was reading the comments though. Did you guys read the comments?
Yeah. I don't know why that was a assumption, but what do you think that meant?
I honestly, I don't know. I'm not aware of what's going on, so I don't know. But it's clear as day to the people that knows what's going on because it is what it is. It's right there. Everything is all clear. I don't know. Not my business. I try to stay away. Stay out the way is my policy. You'll have a peace of mind if you stay out the way.
Agreed.
Yeah. But also, though, I was thinking of this while y'all were talking earlier. Speaking of peace, you know, every now and then I get an epiphany or a great grand thought, and I'm like, you know, if anybody's got peace, then they don't stand for anything. Because to have peace means that you're not really doing any work out here. You're not making a stance for a cause. That's going to require a little bit of disruption and a little bit of mayhem and chaos because you stand for something.
But
Peace to me says you're just letting anything go and you
to
just
me,
riding
peace
away with
means you do
okay.
stand up. To me, peace means you do stand up because it's like you don't have any, like you laid it all out on the field. You have no regrets. So you have peace. That's what it means to me. Like you did the right thing. You did what you came to do. You said what you wanted to say. You supported what you wanted to support or didn't support what you wanted to not support. You got peace of mind. That's what peace is to me, but I guess it's different for everybody.
Hmm. I can understand that. Being at peace meaning you know you have really no real regrets and
Yeah,
you
that's what peace is to me. No regrets.
right. Mm.
Because Because like when you have regrets, you can't have peace because you're always thinking like, I wish I did, I wish I said, I wish I.
Mm, mm-mm, Well, for me, my spirit is always disturbed because and I don't think I'm ever at peace because of things that are always happening outside of my reach. My
Mm.
spirit gets disturbed every time I get on the book and I have to go on my timeline and I'm scrolling and I'm seeing somebody unalived or passed away again
That's
and
true.
I seen one that was like, justice for Dro or whatever. Stop the violence. And I thought that was good because I haven't seen that in a long time. That somebody's just getting fed up where they want to start advocating again to stop the violence. You can't be at peace if things mean something to you. You're going to be you should, for me, be constantly in a state of not confusion, but a state of uneasiness because of the injustices of the world.
That's true.
Maybe it's not your position. Maybe it's not you to worry about it. Somebody else, like myself or whatever. But
Right. And I think we all have different things that really get on. That's what makes us beautiful. We all have things that really get under our skin. We're all different type of activists.
True. But
Like,
it's a lot of talkers and not enough doers.
so true.
Too many talkers. Talk, 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 talk. You
Very
can balance it out. You're doing what you say, what you talk about.
Mm-hmm. And then what
Do
I
what
don't
you talk about.
understand is that some people only care about the town that they live in, and they're like, I don't care about anything else, I just care the blah blah blah. Or they're nationalist when they only care about the country they live in. And for me, I'm a humanitarian, meaning the world. If I see something happening in this country, I'm gonna try to find some way that I could support, however I can, that cause. Whereas other people are really concerned about, like overly concerned about only their countries. I've
So
never
somebody
understood
is
that.
only concerned about their race. Are they racist?
I think you can concern yourself with whether you're like only concerned about women, only concerned about men, only concerned about a certain race. I think you can be super concerned about that and an advocate for that on a high level without saying bump everybody else.
Nobody should be at peace. Nobody. If you at peace, you the problem. You one of the ones that's destroying and committing crimes against humanity, tyranny. No American should be at peace. We should have too many things that we need to fight for to be saying we at peace. Everybody want to fight. I need my peace. All this propaganda. You don't need peace. You need so you need to get order. You need to stand up for something, fight for something, disrupt something, and make
I
a move.
agree with you. I
Huh?
agree with you.
Like try to make something happen. We have the power to do so. If we got the power to talk, we got the power to do the walk. Like let's get some let's just say disturb it in a way where those who have been comfortable with committing crimes and stealing from the church members allegedly or whatever, You know,
Yeah.
let's go disrupt them and ask the pastors why the church members are still sick and shut in. Why they not thriving? Like things that are important and matter. Like the people who protest at the AB clinic.
The what, hon?
The AB clinic. I love
Oh
those
yeah,
people.
yeah.
I like them. I respect them because they out there like trying to make a change. Like, no, we're doing something about this. We're speaking out against AB, even though you're going to make the ultimate choice, but I'm still there to warn you.
I wouldn't protest, but against that particularly. But what I will say is, I don't think women understand, because I could never do it, and I would not suggest anybody to do it, because of the fact that the one person that I know that's admitted to me that I'm close with that did it has never forgotten. Like, it's like a daily thought.
Mm.
And she still celebrates birthdays. Like, that's
Aw.
crazy. And so that was a lesson that I learned young as a teenager, to see her go through that and be in my life all this time and see how she's been affected. There's no way she doesn't regret that. And I just would highly suggest people find a way to not do that, because that's a lot. That's a huge cross to bear.
But do you think either way, if you do it and you don't want it, and you do it because you feel like it's morally wrong, do you think they still gonna have that everyday thought and pain
Well,
and
what
take
I
it
will
out on the children? I mean, take it out on them and so forth.
Well, what I'll say is, her doctor told her, if you don't have it, you won't be able to raise the two that you have, because you're not going to make it through this one, because you almost didn't make it through that last birth. And her kids were almost teenagers. And she felt like she had to, for her two children that she had. But yet and still, she still reacted this way. So I would just suggest
Wow.
maybe you take the chance. I don't know what the right thing is to do in that situation, because you do
Right.
have two teenage boys. It gives me chills. I don't know. I can't say, because I'm not in that situation, but I just know that that's tough. That's tough.
Yeah, that is.
And that's why I say I would not protest, because you never know when somebody's going in that situation where it's like they're crying the whole way there because it's not something they want to do, but their husband obviously wants them to go through with it because he doesn't want to raise the kids alone. Like, it's so much to think about, that for me to be out there telling somebody else what to do in that situation, I wouldn't. But because I'm not trying to make that a hard situation way worse, but I would say not to do it. It's just my opinion.
That's dope. Who is that down there?
Yo, peace.
How
Yo.
are
Peace to the
you?
peace to the panel. How y'all doing?
Welcome. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Sitting there listening to y'all talking. I was wanting to know your thoughts on whether or not Mary is God. A lot of people running around saying that Jesus is God. So if they saying that Jesus is God, why can't Mary be the mother of God or mother of God? I'm going on mute.
Well, I mean, if you read all the extra books, even Yeshua was crying at one point because people were worshiping him while he was here. And he was so disturbed, and he would say, "You're not understanding that you're supposed to be worshiping my Father. You're not supposed to worship." He would cry. He was disturbed by that. That's not why he did what he did. So I've never understood, just not even being able to answer that question, because I've never understood why people didn't understand that he was a willing guide to his Father, not to himself. I feel like that people are misunderstanding his purpose when they do that, but yeah, that's my opinion.
Well, if indeed it says that Jesus had a mother and she was of a physical body, but he did not have a father, okay, a biological male paternity, parental, hold on, because I'm too Russian to say this. I'm too excited to say, but
That was cute. You said I'm too Russian to say this. Okay, I'm a dork. Sorry.
okay, so he didn't have a paternal father, okay, no blood father. In fact, the Holy Spirit. So if you and the Father are one, the Holy Spirit, and Mary, in fact, had you through the Holy Spirit, right? That is to say, if you are, Jesus is the Son of God with no biological father, Mary has to be God.
But in the extra book, I think it was the Book of Mary, wasn't Joseph sleeping with her at the orphanage, and she got pregnant, and they didn't want him to look crazy, so they said it was immaculate. Even if she had the dream and he had the dream and all this stuff, and they had an immaculate dream of forewarning of her being pregnant, to me it seems like she was sent away, just like a lot of women were sent away when they got pregnant that young, to save him the public embarrassment. So to me, when people say immaculate, it's like, I don't know.
He was not immaculate. He was a virgin birth. Mary was an immaculate birth. She the one was born perfect, with no sin, no wrong, no nothing in her. So she was able to have a virgin birth with no father. You just that immaculate because you might have been God. See, the thing is people read things, but when they read it, they get the images of what they saw on television or in school. With the pictures and matching up with the words. That was a clever thing to do. But however, as being aware and scholars, we have to go into the etymology. Remember, this book is not written in 2026. So it's not using the definition that we use in 2026. So we have to go by the definition that were in 1911, 1869, to 1738. They so funny. Boy, these people funny. Not knowing 1738 was a whole episode. But anyway, so when you go back to the meanings of what they were when they were originally being used, you will find that I'm so sure. Yeah, okay. High priestess, I'm I took an image and I was using it on my profile as
Mm-hmm.
Mary being the mother of God. Now I put this image in Chat GPT because it had some scars on his face. He had two scars on his face and it did not look feminine. So I wanted to know.
Mm-hmm.
So I put in Chat GPT and said, this is an androgynous person. The artist painted this with intent, okay, to give a meaning, but not to express an idea.
Mm-hmm.
So, with this being said, that covenant could have been was very well given to the mother. And then with Jesus being written in the book, it allowed the covenant to be taken and given to the disciples.
So you think God is a woman? Chosen?
I really didn't ever think I had a identity.
Me
To me, it
neither.
would have been blasphemous to
I
put God
never
in a box and say the
I
Most
never
High has a.
exactly. Okay, so we're on the same level. I feel that God is not a sex. Like God is a spirit. And so I feel that God is not a sex, but I just feel that humans, we feel so like man or woman, this or that, because that's what we know. But we're not realizing that God is a spirit. So you can't, God is ineffable. Like you can't do that. But I don't know. That's just my opinion.
Now, that's what I grew up to believe in. No. But when you find out, again, the definition of these words and the meaning, you understand it a little bit differently. Very well, Mary could have been God being a Babylonian. Jeez.
What happened? She's right in the middle of a sentence.
I don't know.
Well, what do you think about your question?
If Mary is the mother of God, in the terms of that English Bible, Mary must be God. But the
That's
Catholic Church was venerating Mary before Christianity ever started venerating Jesus. So it was always the worship of Mary first. Then it dwindled down to this to this G to this Jesus worship. Give me a second, I'll bring her back up.
that's always made me disturbed that that people worship Jesus. It's very cult-like.
Oh, you're here, Chosen? Okay. In the comments.
Now she back in?
She's in the comments.
Oh, tell I got her. See, that stuff don't pop up in no random feed for YouTube. You actually gotta
I knew that was your accent, by the way.
say what?
I knew that was your accent.
Who?
I knew that was your accent.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I could tell the whole time. I was like, wait, are you from Mississippi too? That's funny.
Right. So I have to do that to go mobile. I have to go and
That was smart.
hold on 1 second. I'll bring her up.
Okay.
And what I'm saying, research how to assign the admin from the core plan. So then I can assign that to somebody and
Do you know who they deify in Russia? The Black Madonna,
right.
which is
Yep.
like their version of Mary. So essentially, it's kind of like the Catholic Church, but it's just the Black Madonna, which I really do like the concept of the Black Madonna, but it's interesting.
Okay. Who the hell is Madonna?
That's their version of Mother Mary. The Black Madonna is also worshipped in some places in like South America. I don't know if they consider the Black Madonna God. I think it's just the mother of Yeshua. But still, like you said,
Hey,
very
Deshae. That's Lady Shay.
Where?
No, who is that?
Yeah,
The Shay.
that is Lady Shay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, hey, how you doing?
And also, if you go to private chat, you will see that they the people that's got access to the StreamYard, they be chatting it up.
You were right in the middle of a sentence. Do you remember what you were saying, Chosen? You fell down in the middle of a sentence. I was like, what in the world?
What was I saying?
Something about 17 something. We were talking about, was Mary the mother? Was Mary God?
Oh,
Oh, it's so beautiful out here. We haven't had nice weather in forever. When does it snow in North Carolina? And never.
the one thing is, when I looked up father, the etymology of that meant head of the household.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't saying it was male. So, well, now, we might be getting somewhere because listening to them debate, they said that Jesus was wrote in later on. Okay, and then if we know that Jesus was a term in coming from the preface of the Bible,
Mm-hmm.
and if we're saying that the Catholic Church revered Mary way before Christianity came in, we know that so Mary could have been the one sent by her father. Now that would make that would be, and then just to add in Jesus saying that she had a virgin birth, because she was immaculately conceived by her mother. Who was it, Anna? And if so, she could have been the messenger, the prophet, because that's how they revere Mother Mary in the remembrance of her. But the thing is, though, the church also still revered having a father. She still paid tribute to her father, to the father. Her being the mother. Now, and it's just, they just took out the mother because they demonize worshiping the mother, but have no problem with you worshiping the father. But we know in the Trinity, in this physical form, it is the mother, the father, and the child.
I have always said that too. People don't agree with me because of what they were raised with, but I've always said mother, father, child.
That's our physical Trinity. You know, you can't mate with horses and dogs and stuff. So I mean, you know, they might be trying, but what not
I'm
allegedly.
hollering. I hope not. Well, you never know. Um,
Allegedly.
but you're right. Mother, father, child is always the way it's been to me as well.
And this is not adding or taking away, because the preface did say that Jesus was a term to accomplish a mission. So that mission may have gotten people to take away from Mary being the mother and replacing it with Jesus. Because when it comes to the mother, he get to talking. Ain't no mother, ain't no sister, ain't no brother. It's just we all one. And so that would be true coming from a woman of her having a child. For him, they would be as one. Because he was in a womb before. So you have to understand, this is quite interesting. Because this is not me taking away anything. The preface of that Bible told me that Jesus was a term used to keep people from being confused and to impress the students, to learn who's learning. But what are we learning? How to fish for men.
Well, to me, even if she did get pregnant by a man, she could still bring in a prophet that God sent, and that's why I never understood why we had to why it had to be immaculate and why she couldn't have just had the prophet that we all look to as the one God sent. I never understood the whole immaculate thing, why we had to believe that, and why we didn't understand that God can send prophets, as many as he wants actually, and still be sending them intentionally to show us his power. I never understood why humans needed it to be immaculate in order for them to believe in God. I didn't get that. Because I'm going to believe in God whether he sends whoever he sends that represents
Hum-
what God
Humans
wants.
needed 2 or 3 different categories. That she had a child with Joseph, confusion around who's the father. One, that she is impregnated by an angel. It's so many different.
Right. That's true.
Some people say he 100% man, he 100% God.
I don't know why that bothers me, but it does. Well, I do know why. It bothers me. That's not I just think of God as ineffable, and I think of God as none of us can be God. We can only be sent. But I mean, that's just my opinion. Everybody has a different opinion. Whatever makes them feel closest to God, I guess.
I think sometimes we can look at God and the creator in the same essence. But to me, I know they wasn't talking about the Lord was walking around like I know this was a Lord, my Lord. You know, that kind of Lord. And when you speak of God giving it a title, because God was not in what book was God was not in the original. God had became a title later on. God was not in there at first. So you would have been using a Messiah, or you wouldn't have been using the word God. So right there, if we understand that God is just a Babylonian deity, a fortune, we can understand the many gods, the several gods, and how God could be so cruel and ask for so many sacrifices and all these different things. But when you mention the creator, now the creator is a magnificent, omnipotent, the Omega. That's the thing you can't put in a box.
Yeah, that's the
That's
part that
something
I'm
you can't
talking
give a
about.
name, because unless somebody knows something that we don't know, is it some
Yep.
shit left, some stuff left somewhere where somebody done told you who was the definitely creators, and they put it on it. But even that, I'm not going with the Anunnaki. I'm not going to the Anunnaki, because to the Anunnaki means who came and created the Anunnaki?
They were sent.
Who created Enlil? Janil.
They were sent from space.
And see, now I got questions. Who was it? That's the same thing as giving the creator the reverence to omnipotent in everything, everyone, and not limited to a man or a female.
Right, because I believe even, I believe in like spirit animals and spirit guides. Different animals mean different things spiritually. God sends like they say, butterflies and beetles. Beetles are male ancestors, butterflies are women ancestors. When my dad passed, the day after he passed, I was on the hammock outside of my brother's house, and I was surrounded by a cloud of butterflies. Like, it was so thick when I was on that hammock, and I just knew that was my dad. And I later found out that if you're scared of bugs, typically ancestors will come as butterflies, not beetles. Like, the male ancestors are supposed to be beetles, the women are supposed to be butterflies. And I found out if you're scared of bugs, which I am, I'm not anymore. Now that I'm older, if I find a bug in my house, like if I find a spider or something, I'll try to get it on the newspaper and put it outside, keep it alive. But I used to be like, kill it. And now I'm like, no, I'm going to try to do better.
I feel like we come along from the trees. Some of us are acorn. Some of
No,
us
okay,
are
Chosen.
walnut.
We done went too far now. We acorns, we walnuts. I ate about 20 of those yesterday, so
I think somehow, I think we could have been seed droplings of seed particles, and now produced as humans, because
so you
getting
believe
kicked
in
out
like
of the
the
garden,
evolution of our spirit?
the trees are the garden.
So
So getting kicked out of the trees mean the seeds fall, and now they get into the soil, and now get that out. I just thought that may have been some possibility, maybe.
so you believe in the evolution of our spirit, like one time in one lifetime we're a seed dropling from a flower, one were an animal, one were a fish, one were
Unless you a different race, maybe that's just on the other end of what evidence doesn't give us. If you Chinese, you might have been from the fish kingdom, the waters.
what the
If you
heezy.
Caucasian, you might have came from the animal kingdom. Like, I don't know if all of us came from the same, because not everybody hair stands up like the trees grow up. But some of the trees hairs do falls, like the pussy willow, and
Lord
the
Jesus.
sleeping willow. Is it the sleeping willow or the why not? It is one called the Ussy willow. Like a cactus or looking type, not a cactus, but it looks like a corn dog. right?
What? Oh,
Y'all should have a lot of these in the country. They own stems and they're brown and they look like corn dogs growing out the ground and they a dark
Lord,
brown.
Lord, Lord. I ain't
And
never seen it.
they
Yeah, I know
you
what you're talking
crumble them
about.
like the
Yeah.
little
It grew up a green stalk, and at the top, it looked like a corn dog, like a hot dog on a stick.
I feel like
yeah.
I've seen it
What
on
is
a
aren't
picture,
those
but
called
never
the
in real
sea
life.
I don't know. I thought they turned into what you call them cattail thing.
Let me look it up. I know
Never
we had
seen one
one.
in real life, but I know what you guys are talking about.
Them grew out where I lived in the country, out the ditches, and you put they were soft and like the little wish uh things come out of them.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm loving this. Oh, a nice day. It feels so warm out here. I feel like I haven't had nice weather in forever. I can't wait. Springtime is my spring and fall is my favorite.
Okay, no, those aren't it. But these are cute too, though. Those are beautiful. Okay, those are sleeping willows.
Sleeping
Those
willows.
long trees are the sleeping willows, where the trees grow, the leaves go down instead of up,
Mm-hmm.
and they droop, and they very long and stringy like. We used to swing from those on
The
the as
weeping willows, because those are so pretty. The weeping
it's one
willows,
called willow, and then let me see, the weeping willow was kind of like
but they're so pretty. I love those.
yeah. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that's what we had growing up.
Yes,
The
those are
golden
gorgeous.
the weeping willows.
Beautiful.
The willows are just like we used to climb them and swing off them.
Yeah, I always see people with the tree swings on them. Mm-hmm.
So some of us may have well evolved. It could be a possibility. Some of us
Now,
evolved
I don't
from
know, hun,
bird.
how it's doing, how the project's doing, but a couple of years ago, I saw that if you wanted to be buried in a seed that turned into a tree, you
Yeah.
could.
Mm,
I don't know
I
if they're
think that.
still doing it. They were doing it for a while, but the price of it was like $20,000, $30,000. I was like, good grief. You
Like
gotta
you was in like a cocoon, high
Yes,
priestess,
they
and they
put they put your body in a seed and they bury the seed and it turns into a tree. It feeds off of
that
your
said
body.
something.
It feeds off of your body as fertilizer. I think that's cool, but not for $20,000, $30,000. And I don't know if anybody actually did it. I never heard, but it is a cool concept. I mean, just bury me and put a flower bed over me. That sounds nice. I don't got to do all that.
It's called Capsula Mundi, an eco-friendly funeral concept where a biodegradable egg-shaped capsule containing cremated remains or a
That's what I'm
body is
talking about.
planted in the soil
Yep,
with
that's what I'm
a
talking about.
tree sapling or seed placed directly above it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So they still offer that?
I don't know why that is funny. It's not funny.
It's so
It's
cool
not
to me.
funny at all.
I wanted to do it until I saw the price. I don't know if it's still that expensive, but I really wanted to do it until I saw the price because I thought it was eco-friendly, but when I saw the price, I was like, that's not customer friendly. That's not whoa. That's crazy. And then what I think is crazy too are these people doing this cryogenics where they freeze your body for all those thousands of dollars as if they think they're going to bring you back, because that's creepy. Even if they thought they were going to bring you back, wouldn't you be soulless? Like, what is going on? They're creating, like, they can't create the soul. I don't understand that.
Mm.
They said Walt Disney did that, cryogenics, so that he was in hopes they could bring him back. That's so weird. People are weird. If the Most High wants to bring you back, he will come back. You do not need to be in some meat freezer being a weirdo. He's in somebody's meat freezer just waiting. What the heck? Creepy.
Mm. Mm. Yeah, I don't know. That would be nice to be a tree,
It would be really cool.
but I don't want nobody to chop me down.
I know, right? They're like, we got to build a school. No, I'm sure it's in a sacred area. From what they tell you as they take that $30,000. Then capitalism kicks in and they're like, well, we need a Kmart. We need a Walmart.
Let me go upgrade. You're,
What'd you say?
I'm gonna have to go from core to advanced. I'll be right back.
Okay.